You brought up something that we've talked about before and that I'm absolutely seeing in the marketplace, which is that most senior attorneys that have younger attorneys that work with them, they would love for those younger attorneys to be able to take over the practice. Often the younger attorneys, they don't want to, they can't afford to. Okay. The prospect of joining another firm at this point in their careers, they recognize the opportunity. Logistically, it's tough, right? We see it. What you bring up is something that makes me think back of my maternal grandfather. And I loved hearing these stories that he would tell me about, the Boston Braves baseball team, had player managers. And that's what I hear when you talk about the solo attorney that is a business person and an attorney that would have the skill set to come into a senior attorney-led firms and both play, that is practice, and also manage. So if you could just share a few more thoughts on that, of what that opportunity could be of you not just taking in a solo senior attorney, but perhaps taking over the management of a senior attorney-led firm as the senior attorneys start to phase out and wearing that business hat that you have and the practitioner hat to continue that law firm.
Yeah. So I mean, gonna throw out some stereotypes here, but just like if you talk to any lawyer, you'll find that doctors and dentists are terrible business people. But frankly, so are lawyers. They're terrible business people. They hate managing. And in my experience, big firm, small firm, little firm, micro firm, most lawyers don't like the business of managing other people. And oddly enough, even the most bulldog litigators tend to be non-confrontational in their day-to-day life, to the extent that they're functional human beings. That's a whole other kettle of fish about successful litigators who are not functional human beings. But leaving that aside, I talk to people and I see there's an opportunity to come in there and take over the stuff that they don't really want to do, that they have to do by necessity, which is managing the firm, coming up with out of the box thinking about strategic growth for the firm areas, a lot of the thought leadership that is not, hey, let me talk about my what I'm working on today or what I like to work on or some interesting thing I developed, but let me do some thought leadership about where I want the firm to be to start developing a business practice, because now people understand that I'm a thought leader in the space. And then of course, the mundane stuff that all the lawyers, everyone likes to complain about. But that's an opportunity for me because it is what it is, and I'm happy to do it. And I'm still young enough to have the stamina to do, the basic managing and stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of things that are important that exist that most lawyers will do reluctantly, if at all. And I'm more than happy to do that. And I see that's a great opportunity for me to come in and sort of take an existing practice to the next level, because and there would be but like all these things, right? And that's why I think the player manager point is great. Contracts, agreements are only worth as much as your trust of the other person signing the other document. And how do you build trust? You build trust through shared experience and through viewing their ability to do the tasks that they have to do. And so if you're a lawyer, if you're a practicing manager or player manager, the other members see that you play. You know how to play, right? But you're also managing them. And so that creates respect. You're not just some dude who came in and is giving orders.